Well, Charlie, as per usual, stays oblivious to what's going on with the violence that's going on in the Forks area. And his relationship with Bella gets a little deeper, a little darker. And you'll see some of the same, but with thicker layers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you and Kristen, obviously, I mean, the majority of your scenes pretty much are with Kristen.
Yeah.
How have you guys kind of evolved as a team last couple of years?
Well, she and I from the get-go got along real well, both on and off set. There was just sort of a natural comfortableness to our thing that we do. But what's changed for me most in sort of conjuring up father-daughter stuff is that I have a kid now. My daughter was born just after the making of Twilight. She's 15 months old now, and so I have now a deeper and more realistic understanding of what it's like to have a daughter in the world. And so I think that's colored the Charlie and Bella stuff in different ways.
Along those lines, you were recently talking to Justin Sean, Eric, and he was talking about how, you have a handful of scenes, and you got to kind of try to steal the scenes as much as you can. You do a little bit of improv. You do a little bit of...
You don't worry about stealing. I don't worry about stealing.
Well, I was going to say, I hope you take this as a compliment, but you were the best scene stealer in Twilight. I mean, every time you were on screen...
I do take that as a compliment. Thank you very much. That's very nice. But, we can't think about it in terms of that. You gotta do what feeds the story and what's honest about the character as best as possible, and that's all I'm looking to do.
Mm-hmm. Every time I saw the movie, when you cocked that gun, that would always get one of the biggest laughs of me.
That got a lot of attention, didn't it? Yeah, yeah. He plays a vampire in a flashback sequence, and from all reports, I didn't get to see any of it, but from all reports from the director David Slade and everybody around, they said he just kicked ass. It was pretty cool. And I'm excited to see it.
He's like an old Volturi or something.
It started out as an old Spanish sort of unrelated vampire in a flashback sequence to what Billy Black's talking about and telling the story of the werewolves and how they evolved and how they met the vampires and stuff, and it's a sequence that involves that. Luster, another project that was being done by friends of mine, and we threw that one together in about 3 or 4 weeks as well. It's another sort of psychological thriller. The story is about a guy with split personality. I'm not that guy, but I'm one of the characters that he encounters. My wife's actually in it too. My wife, Pollyanna Rose, is in it as well. She plays a crazy movie starlet. And
is that the first time you guys got to act together?
Yeah, but we didn't have any scenes together.
Oh.
Yeah.
What a tease.
And actually, Bluesy's in the movie too. Bluesy's got a cameo at the very end. They use her as the baby. She was like, I think she was what, maybe 4 or 5 months old at the time. Yeah.
She could be the future Sofia Coppola. Remember how Sofia had a cameo in Godfather?
I do. I'll let her make her own decisions on that, though. Hugely eclectic collection. I go from, I like a lot of the stuff that's swimming around out there now. I'm a big Kings of Leon fan. Some of the older stuff, I like old Billy Joel, old Elton John. I'm a huge Tom Waits fan. I've got his entire collection. I've got a lot of Peter Murphy's stuff, Bauhaus. And then on the other side of that, I like country music as well. I've got a lot of country music on there. So it runs the gamut. If I want to get away and do nothing and try to think about nothing, I will go and sit at a poker table. That's what I do. That's my do nothing leisure time.
Okay.
Other than that, I have a little room in my house that I lock myself in sometimes, and I don't get enough time to do this anymore, but I lock myself in there and write songs, and I'm still Still, you know, there's a little tributary of that river still going someplace in my life, and I still play, you know, guitar and piano and sing and write songs and do that.